Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Baxter Student Ambassador Program webinar. Presenting for us this time is Whitney Turner of Sheridan College. Hi, Whitney. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for being here. And just before we get started, I'd like to quickly introduce some of the people attending today's webinar. We have Carol Greenwood on the line from the Tourism Industry Association of Ontario. Two representatives from Contiki will be viewing today's webinar as well. And here at Baxter Media, we have Wendy McClung, Emily McClung, Ashley Rochford, Ian Stalker, and I'm Dan McDonald. Now, for everyone viewing today's webinar, if you have any questions during the presentation, just submit them into the Q&A box, and they'll be answered afterwards. Okay, Whitney, if you'd like to go ahead and share your screen, you can start whenever you're ready.
Sounds good.
There we go, and we can see it.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you very much, Dan. Hola, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for joining me today as I tell you a bit about Contiki and their tours to Peru. My name is Whitney Turner. I am in my fourth and last semester as a student of the Global Travel and Tourism program here at Sheridan College. I am an avid and passionate traveler, which has led me back to school and down this career path of encouraging people, especially youth, to travel. Our agenda today starts with an overview of Contiki, the company. I'll move on to the tours they offer to Peru and why your client should choose Contiki. I will also fill you in on Wi-Fi, or what's in it for you. Then, I'll wrap up with a short conclusion, and there will be a period for any questions you may have at the end. Contiki was founded in 1962 by John Anderson, a young Kiwi traveling in Europe. Out of need to stretch his last dollars and share his passion for traveling, Contiki was born in a small van. Contiki comes from the words continent and the Maori good luck charm, the tiki. In 1989, Contiki was acquired by TTC, the travel corporation, and under their umbrella has since grown to be a leader in youth travel, specializing in travel for those 18 to 35 years young. Now in its 56th year, Contiki offers more than 300 tours on 6 continents, ensuring no matter what your client wants, Contiki has a tour that will seem as though it were specifically designed for them. They have found a long-term partner in TreadRight, a company that ensures Contiki is following a code of sustainable and responsible tourism, a growing concern in the travel industry and especially within Contiki's target market. Contiki has a simple and effective philosophy: no regrets. They know we get just one life to live, and it isn't the amount of breaths you take, but the number of moments that take your breath away that really matter. They understand this world is a huge and beautiful place, and those of us blessed, or in some cases cursed, with wanderlust, we will never be satisfied seeing only a small portion. Contiki wants to challenge and change your perspective on the world. Appreciate the differences, and realize that it doesn't matter if you live in a thriving metropolis like Toronto or on the floating Reed Euros Islands in Lake Titicaca. We all have a lot more in common than we think. So now that you've got an idea about what Contiki is all about, let me tell you a little bit about how they're bringing their no regrets philosophy to you in Peru. Contiki first started offering tours to Latin America in 2011. Now, 7 years later, they have 12 tours that operate in Peru, 4 that are exclusively Peruvian, and 8 that include neighboring countries. For the purpose of this presentation, I'll be focusing on the 4 that are exclusive to Peru. There's Peru Uncovered, a 14-day journey across a large portion of the country, the Ultimate Inca Trail, and the Andes and Amazon Highlights tours, both 8 days in length. And lastly, there is the Inca Panorama, which all 4 of these tours are geared towards the in-depth explorer, one of 8 travel types that Contiki has identified and which I'll get into in just a few slides. The physicality required for these tours is moderately high if you choose to do the climb to Machu Picchu. There is an option on Peru Uncovered, Andes and Amazon Highlights, and Inca Panorama to take the train if trekking through the jungle isn't your client's idea of a good time. The Peru Uncovered Tour is the one that piques my interest, so I'll be referring to this tour throughout the next several slides. Why the Peru Uncovered? Well, I can't imagine spending less than 2 weeks in a country as magical and rich as Peru, so the tour length is appropriate for my needs. It also touches on highlights from around the country in the subjects of food, accommodation, and animals, especially the llama, an iconic symbol in Peru. Here is one of my favorite selling points of this tour. The simple map on the right-hand side of your screen is a great way to show your clients exactly how much of the country they will be covering. As you can see, your journey starts in Lima, the capital of Peru, and journeys southwestward towards Arequipa and the Colca Canyon. You'll then head further west to Puno, which is on the shores of Lake Titicaca, before heading north to Cusco, the Sacred Valley, and Aguas Calientes, where you will experience Machu Picchu in all of its glory. You'll next be headed to Puerto Maldonado for your stay in an Amazon jungle lodge, before heading back to Lima for the end of your tour. The table on the left-hand side of your screen is a terrific visual which allows your client to get a great idea of the pace of their journey. So what does Contiki include in their tours? In short, everything. So your client can rest easy knowing it's all taken care of. Accommodations, most meals, all transportation within the tour, a full Contiki team, lots of me time, and of course, our no regrets inclusions. For the Peru Uncovered Tour, that includes 13 nights of accommodations, including an Amazon eco-friendly jungle lodge, and 21 meals, ensuring your clients get an authentic taste and feel of Peru. Travel, including overland flights, an authentic Peruvian boat, and a tricyclo, which is a 3-wheeled bicycle taxi. Your clients will feel safe the entire time with a Contiki team present 24/7, including a tour guide fluent in English, so your clients won't miss a thing. For those who hate the idea of tours because it feels too much like a school trip, I can assure you, Contiki will have none of that. Contiki offers plenty of me time on their tours, so you can get lost on your own, do nothing, or opt in to one of the optional activities to fill your free time. So this slide is just some attractions your client will enjoy on this tour. From the top left, going clockwise, we've got an example. The breathtaking, awe-inspiring Machu Picchu, the Colca Canyon, where your clients may just be lucky enough to see the King of the Andes, also known as the Andean condor, a magnificent bird with a 3-meter wingspan. And lastly, the floating Uros Islands in Lake Titicaca, a magnificent small fishing village that floats on reeds. So now let's talk about why your client should choose Contiki. Contiki has taken all of the hard work out of your job as a travel agent by identifying 8 different travel types. This makes it easy for you to match your client with their perfect tour. The 8 types are Discovery Plus, High Energy, In-Depth Explore, Easy Pace, Camping, Sailing and Cruise, Winter and Ski, and Festivals and Short Stays. If your client is a discoverer, then they want to do it all and see it all. They want the absolute most out of their time, and they want more choice and more destinations. High energy clients want to explore by the sun and live by the moon. They want to see all of the attractions and still party their nights away. In-depth clients, the ones that you're likely to meet looking to go to Peru, are culturally curious. They want an authentic experience, and they want as much local in their trips as possible. Of course, Contiki is happy to oblige. Our camping trips are for the budget-conscious traveler who want to stay at some of the best campsites. Contiki's winter and ski packages hit the slopes, feeling the chill on their cheeks and the rush as they fly down the side of a mountain. Sun, sea, and sand are what await the sailing and cruise clients as they float on some of the most beautiful waters in the world. Festivals and short stays include world-famous events like Oktoberfest, but also special times in special cities. Did someone say Christmas in New York City? There's also an independent insider option, where the length your client's stay depends solely on how much time they have. Small average group size ensures your clients will spend more time at the attraction, and less time waiting for that one slowpoke to get back on the bus. The average size of a Latin American tour with Contiki is only 25 people. Contiki is hassle-free with all of its inclusions, and most importantly, it's safe. Family-owned, Contiki truly cares about the safety of its guests, and it shows. Because of the way Contiki has divided its tours, your clients will be traveling with like-minded individuals who are surely to become close friends, and dare I say it, future travel buddies. Your client will make memories that will change who they are on a very fundamental level, and they'll be able to look back and say, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I was there. There's also a great feature called My Contiki. Once your client has booked, they will have access to My Contiki, which will give your client a heads up on who they will be traveling with, what they might see, and what to expect. This is a great way to get your clients excited about the tour they've booked. Of course, let's not forget all the smart financial reasons to book with Contiki. There's the early payment discount. When the amount due is paid off by a specific date, your clients can receive up to 10% off. There's also our frequent traveler discount. If your clients traveled with Contiki in the last 5 years, they can get a 5% discount. Let's say you want to go to Peru with some friends. We have options for you. There's a triple share option discount. You might want to travel with more, say a group of 7, and you'll get 7.5% off. Groups of 10 get 10% off their package price. You can also have your clients book multiple trips at the same time. If they're booking 2 or more trips of 7 days or longer, they'll receive trips. And for your spontaneous clients, the ones that enjoy last-minute bookings, Contiki will give them 10 to 25% off. Contiki's target market is highly identifiable. They're 18 to 35 years young with no exceptions. They're adventurous, spirited, and curious. They're looking for authentic experiences and responsible tourism. They want attractions that are going to blow their mind, and they want to feel safe the entire time, and they want it all at a reasonable price. Let's talk about Wi-Fi, or but even better is what's called Contiki Rewards, which is an incentive program for agents. These exclusive rewards are based on the number of bookings made. Contiki U is a great online tool for you as a travel agent to get acquainted with the Contiki name, but also learn how to talk to your target market and the ins and outs of their tours. Finishing level 1 and its mandatory 2 modules means that you will become a Contiki champion, eligible for rewards such as Contiki travel bags, free trips, or yes, even cash. These are rewards you'll be happy to have earned. Completion of level 2 means you'll be eligible to join any of the 4 fam trips designed for 2018. But there's more. You're going to be giving your clients the experience of a lifetime, and they will repay you with loyalty. Giving your clients what they want the easiest way you can just makes sense. They'll be happy, you'll be happy, it's an all-around happy feeling. There's also the possibility of you becoming a Contiki affiliate. If you've got a popular website or blog, Contiki will offer you a special promotional code for your followers. And what do you get out of it? 5% commission of each confirmed booking, and that can add up quickly. It's simple, easy to use, and best of all, it's free. In conclusion, let me remind you, Contiki is reputable. It's an easy name to sell. They've done all the hard work for you. Their tours are hassle-free and safe, and your clients will have the time of their life and be relaxed doing it. Your clients have many options to choose from if they want to visit Peru, so find the one that fits their travel style. There are tons of rewards and incentives for you as a travel agent. And remember, you get one life, one shot, so make it count. Go Contiki with no regrets. And now I'll take any questions anybody may have.
Thank you so much, Whitney.
Thank you.
So we'll allow a few minutes now just for people to type questions that they may have into the Q&A box, and I can read them out for Whitney here. Hi, so a question from Jenny. Have you done a Contiki tour before, and why did you choose your subject? Why did you choose Peru?
Okay, so no, unfortunately, I've never been able to do a Contiki tour. And so when I was thinking of target markets, I spoke to several people that I identified as people in the target market to figure out what they wanted. And it's clear to me that Contiki has a really good grasp on that. It's also, I've always been more of a solo traveler myself, but I love the idea of having the me time in the Contiki tours because it seems like you get the best of both worlds. The reason I chose Peru is I've been to Germany and Thailand, which were my other options. But Peru to me is in my top 5 of countries I would love to go to myself. I am a huge history nerd, so Machu Picchu is clearly a bucket list item for me. But overall, it's the culture and the history that makes Peru seem like a kind of a magical place to me, and I wanted to explore that a little more.
Great, thank you. And Jenny says, amazing job. You totally sold me.
Glad to hear it.
Hi, this is Emily. We're just wondering why you chose the program you did and what you would like to do afterwards.
Hi, Emily. So I chose the Global Travel and Tourism Program. Okay, I should start off by saying I'm 32 and I've spent the last decade doing as much traveling as possible. It's something that I've always loved. I've been a bit of a nomad my whole life. And finally, it kind of occurred to me while I was wandering the world that this is what I want to do. I want people to understand why traveling is so important. It's to me, I have a bit of a philosophy that a lot of hate comes from ignorance, and the more you travel, the less ignorant you get to claim to be. And so I'm really, really encourage people to get out of their comfort zone and to travel and to experience new cultures and new places, new foods and everything, because it does change you as a person. It makes you better, more tolerant and more open. And the reason I chose this program is because I was really lucky. They've actually shut down our program here at Sheridan, so this is the last year we get to have it. And I wanted a broader view on the subject. It's not just my love of traveling, but what makes people want to travel? Where can you go in the world that's still untouched? So it's just something that I'm incredibly passionate about, and I want to share that passion with people because I think traveling scares a lot of people, and it doesn't need to be scary, especially when you have a tour like Contiki that's going to just literally blow your mind by showing you the ins and outs of a new country that you've never been and be entirely safe the whole time.
Excellent. Thanks, Whitney.
Thank you.
Hi, Whitney. This is Emily again. Just a follow-up question to your great response there. After you graduate, if you could just sort of pick one job or one area you'd like to go into, what would it be? I mean, I know it's a hard question, or if you just have an idea of a couple of areas you'd like to be in, that would be great.
Sorry, I meant to add that in. The problem for me with this course is it's opened up so many different possibilities for me. I'm leaning more towards either creating custom tours for people or even operating these tours by going as a guide or introducing, like I love the idea of introducing new places to people. So either helping them create tours that is going to be a once in a lifetime experience for them, or even being there and helping them on the day-to-day as they go through their tour.
Thank you. And Dennis Smith says, I arrived late, but what I saw of your presentation was very good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, I do believe that's it for the questions. But I'd like to thank everyone that tuned in on the webinar today. And Whitney, thank you so much for presenting for us and for participating in the 2018 Baxter Student Ambassador Program.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Great. So you take care, and we'll be in touch.
Okay. Have a good day, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day.
You too.